Welcome to Wednesday night is overbooked. The Summerslam edition. We are mere days away from the second biggest show of the WWE all year. I am your host, the Joker's Voice. Matt will not be with us. He's still in the hospital. Is feeling under the weather today. Thoughts and prayers go out to Matt. Quick recovery. You are sorely missed, but the show will go on. To my stage right, he's the co-pilot of the show. He's my partner on the show with incredibly bad takes, and can't wait to hear his SummerSlam predictions. It is LeftEyeEgo. Ego, how are you, sir?
My son finally slept through the night, so get ready because I've got the energy of at least 10 bad ego takes tonight.
Oh my! We could be in for a long night, folks. And directly beneath the both of us, the man who is the captain of his own fleet, where he watches the holes of worms in space. It is the captain, Duke Devil 95, Bradley Burnett. How are you, sir?
Unfortunately, I'm in my 50s, which means I don't get to sleep straight through the night anymore. This is, I guess, what happens when we get old.
Right.
Also, I think we need to introduce a rule. Every bad take takes away a fatality.
You know, that may be something going into the future. We will definitely look into that. Let's take a look at the chat, folks. We have from Huntsville, Alabama, Kaylee Chow. Roll Tide, sir. Roll Tide. And Monday Night on Raw. It was a segment that had pretty much the collective universe going. But yet somewhere in the world, Vince Russo was smiling. We will get to that momentarily as it is time for our first spot of the night. And it is not one, but two special segments just for you guys. The way the special segments work, these are our likes in the chat. We had our initial goal of 12. Momo came out and said hi. We then adjusted the goal to 16. During the show, we got 16. Then some of the bots dropped off afterward. But we hit 16 for the show. And while you're doing that thumbs up button, which is free to do, free to engage the show, just look a little further down in the description. You'll see the links to our social media. We all have YouTube channels here where we would all like your eyeballs to increase our watch hours, your subscriptions, and of course your likes. So if you don't mind, folks,
I say you better subscribe or we'll bash in some skulls, right?
Thank you, Harley. And I'm looking at the chat right now. Right about 4 likes right now. So we got some work to do. Get your friends on in. We're going to do 2 gauntlets. I'm going to give a name and a qualifier. And when someone is a better category of wrestler, you're going to say stop. We're going to go with who is a better baby face. A better baby face. I'm going to give a name and then 12 names to go along. Wow. Sir. Fine, you get one. Here it is.
Oh! Fatality.
That is what happened to the Patriots. Jesus.
I know. I don't like to admit it. It's fine. Okay. Name a better babyface than the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair. So when you hear a better babyface than B, you say stop. We're going to start with the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
Sorry.
Softball. No. Number 2, Rhea Ripley.
No.
I'm going to say no as well. Number 3, the man, Becky Lynch. I know.
So much better as a heel.
Grumpy old Jumpmaster. Hello, sir. How are you? How are you? And he's also saying no as well. We have Liv Morgan, the greatest women's champion of all time. Is she a better babyface than Bianca?
I'm waiting for actual baby faces. All these people are so much better as heels.
Number 5, Buff Barbie, Tiffany Stratton.
She's better as a baddie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 6, Asuka.
I liked her better as bad than good. I really did.
Me too.
Number 7, Naomi. The Glow or Proceed with Caution, which is the better character?
Proceed with Caution was way more interesting.
Yes.
Way more interesting.
All righty. Number 8, Lita.
She screwed Matt. Screwed him over.
That isn't babyface behavior. You're right.
I mean, she did, and then she did. So it's
well, she screwed Matt and then Edge.
And then she screwed Matt again, screwed him over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, coming to the final 4. The 5 Feet of Fury, Alexa Bliss.
Honestly, like her better when she's got an edge on her. She's so much more fun.
Yeah, the Goddess or Dark Alexa.
I like the Goddess. Do a Dark Goddess.
All right, number 10, Trish Stratus.
Ego's not going to know enough. I'm kind of close, but I kind of like Trish better when she had a darker edge.
When there was just that little hint of nasty.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm literally weighing this on how better they are compared to being a baby and being a heel, because that's real. Because Bianca's never been really a heel, if I recall correctly, has she?
When she first started in NXT, she was
right, but for most part, she hasn't been. So
she's in this. She is in that John Cena-ish area where she almost can't go heel.
And there's only a couple of the names I can think of left at this point. So,
well, we got 2 left. The role model, Ailey.
Close.
It's close, but honestly, I find her very annoying as a face. I think she plays a face well.
Yeah,
but Ding Dong Hello was.
That's.
I'm not even asking what Ding Dong Hello was about.
Oh God.
Oh, she was.
I barely got over this stuff right here. I didn't. That was weird to me. That
Ding Dong Hello was just the annoying heel. The absolute, you wanted to slap her every time she was on your TV.
It was perfect heel behavior. It's like you hated her when she's on, and you love the fact that you hated her. There's so much. Being the bad guy is so much more fun, though.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, with 1 left, Bianca, better babyface than Io Sky.
Oh, stop. That's Io.
I have not seen Io been really a heel that much. And
Damage control.
I'm trying to forget Damage Control, honestly.
Why? Damage Control was good when it first started. It was great
when it first started.
Go back to
and also her run in NXT as a heel, as a Io Shirai. Now Io has said she likes being a face more than being a heel because she likes the smiles. She naturally likes to
That's
smile.
her personality. It's easier for her, probably, at least, especially with some language barriers. I could definitely see Io. I think they're on. I think they're about even.
Okay.
I think they're about even.
Yeah, I give that.
Okay.
Especially with Io's run now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So B makes it to the last.
What are you? Stop licking yourself.
He's talking to his dog, folks, not his wife. Just saying.
Maybe.
Okay. So that's gauntlet number 1. Gauntlet number 2. Who's a better talker than the Second City Saint?
Oh, it's gonna be tough.
Punk.
Ugh.
We're gonna start with the game. Triple H. No, exactly.
Whenever you bring up Roman Reigns, I got a real quick comment to make.
So number 2, the man who Ego thought should have been WWE champion, Enzo Amore.
That's not fair. I will say no.
That
It
is
is not fair that you
sir.
thought that.
Because you and Ego, sorry, but I'm going to take this one.
Fatality.
You're taking
got
away
so-
one for that one?
No, I'm.
Oh, that's Brad.
No, that's to me.
I got so upset I almost broke my arm on my chair.
Number 3, the many incarnations of Mick Foley.
That's more character than talking. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't think it's real. It's not talking. It's not talking.
Right. All right. Next, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Y2J.
That's close. That is close. I could
Question.
almost go ahead.
Did they ever do a talk off on AEW?
Oh, of course they have. Oh, yeah, they have.
Who won those exchanges?
They were almost even.
Pretty even. It's tough to call. I mean,
They look better though, so I can't say better.
well, I mean, here's the thing though. Here's what I'm thinking about. Punk is still at the top of his game when it comes to talking. I don't think Jericho is right now, and Jericho's still active. So,
Yeah, the learning tree. Come on now. Hi,
I mean,
guys.
that's. I mean, you made the list as one thing, but meh. I mean, it's
Right.
like, come on, Grandpa, retire. It's
All right,
close.
so we're
It's
saying-
close, but I think
So we're saying
if
no.
you go totality, no.
Number 5. Ooh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage, the group rises to the top.
I don't know. Would that be the cocaine talking though?
Well, obviously.
It was the Slim Jims.
Right.
You dip him in cocaine and
Oh, yeah.
the
You
thing.
definitely snap it into it then.
Previous down, he was in Florida, he was in Miami a lot in the
That's
80s.
right.
Come on.
That's fine.
I don't think as much because I don't think Macho's as innovative as Punk was, and not as
Gotcha.
Punk, he's more character than Punk is. Punk is a little
Gotcha.
more.
Punk is punk. So, number 6, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Nope.
All right. Number 7.
And I'm not saying these guys aren't talented. I'm just
Right.
saying you
Punk
got to
is kind
compare
of
it to.
Punk is kind of a standard.
Yeah, it's a unique thing, and
Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
oh,
yeah. Wow.
oh, Jericho's moving to Philadelphia.
Right. And Keely Chow.
Fatality.
Oh, I just thought of something.
At
You
number
say
7.
Grayson Waller, and Ego says, "Stop. We got to cut this show."
Right, exactly. And no, I'm not.
We'll cut Ego.
But number 7 has been an advocate, a wise man, an oracle,
Oh,
Paul Heyman.
Unfair,
Oh.
dude.
I
I know.
would have.
Paul Heyman. I
got to stop. I got to stop.
That's not fair.
You're gonna say stop? Oh,
I'm going to say
Yeah, I'm
stop.
saying too.
And one of the reasons I'm going to say stop is because Punk was under Heyman's tutelage.
yeah.
So the apprentice learned from a master. And Heyman was doing this in the 90s when Punk was still a kid. Punk didn't start wrestling until the 2000s.
Well, right,
So,
right.
I mean, and the truth telling style. I mean, they're very similar styles if you really think about it.
The work
Heyman,
shit,
of course, has
right.
a character now, but the way Heyman comes up, and now mind you, he had some very bad promos recently, but you look 30 plus years at this point. Holy shit!
I always go back to the one right before Survivor Series, the one right before Survivor Series. It's the end of the invasion angle, the 6-month story they were telling, and the promo where Heyman shoots on Vince. That thing was just magical.
Oh.
That was magical.
That was
all right.
cathartic.
Yes, that as well. All right, so we're stopping at number 7. Who is left is at number 8, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, I wouldn't have done it. I would have stopped Stone Cold.
Okay. Number 9, John Cena.
Mm-hmm. It was a little too rehearsed.
Yeah.
Speaking of rehearsed.
Oh, are you looking at your wrist?
Yeah.
Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself.
The catchphrase merchant.
The best was when Cena called him for looking at the notes on his wristband.
Oh, Rock was so pissed. Rock was so pissed.
You didn't see that, Ego? Go find that. That's fucking hilarious.
John Cena said that.
Oh, yeah, that was when Cena and Rock were having their feud, and Rock had just come back, and he was rusty, and Cena called him on it because he had notes on his wristband.
Number 11. Hard times. Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, if we had not stopped at Heyman, I would have stopped at Dusty.
That's
Well,
fair.
you may. And then number 12, the man who lives the gimmick 24/7, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Hmm. You could have thrown Rick in too.
I could have.
What are you
upset
about?
He's upset that Danhausen. So that would have been good. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right. So that is the special segments, which we get a chance when Momo comes to say hi. We're about halfway there right now. So be sure, hit that thumbs up, bring your friends on in. But we're going to move on to Mr. Eric Douglas. Hello, sir. How are you? Glad you are here. But we're going to move on to something. We got a third season of the award-winning, groundbreaking documentary series, WWE Unreal. Really, you should just watch Dark Side of the Ring. You get a lot more. You get a lot more.
That's better.
Info. So my take on Unreal is, to the casual wrestling fan, to the uneducated wrestling fan, this might be a little bit of fun to kind of see how stuff works from the production side. You get the wrestlers interacting with each other backstage, a little bit of their private life. Someone who's been watching the product for 40 years or someone who's been watching the product for 30 years, there's nothing that this show tells us that we don't already know. It's actually more the rewriting of history that we get from this. I'm going to go with a couple of my points really quick, and then I'll go around the horn. Now, one of the features of this season was Liv Morgan. Kind of her story after she went down with her shoulder injury and her road back to TV. Now, when she was talking about herself, she mentioned that she was a Hooters girl. This is true. She was did not just work at a Hooters. She was a calendar girl as well. Easy to see why. And then she talked about with meeting Joe DeFranco, who was the personal trainer for Paul Levesque at the time. And she met him at work. And I'm like, Liv, you're missing a very big part of that. The manager of the Hooters at the time, who you were dating, is the one who introduced you to Joe DeFranco. Now, when this was taped, obviously this was not a thing, possibility yet, but the person she was dating at the time who introduced her to Joe DeFranco was the certified G and the bona fide stud Enzo Demore. Just gloss over that. Enzo is no longer in WWE lore.
Future champion, according to LeftEyeEgo.
Right, right, exactly.
Once he returns.
Right. Wow. And then we have, I don't drink that much alcohol, but if I did, I would drink a lot because of the Cowboys, Falcons, and Titans. Wow. You know what? I mean, I'm sure Ego is driven to drink many seasons. When's the last time you were in a Super Bowl? Did they even have social media back then, or were they still sending smoke signals to announce stuff?
For your information, my beeper was going off 24/7. Okay, that's what you need to know. Okay,
Beeper. Wow. And there was a lot that was talked about the John Cena retirement tour. Now, Cena obviously is a company man, has always been a company man, glazed in the entire thing, and said it was a whopping success.
Was.
Financially, sure. Creatively, I don't know about that. And I think
It's like Hannibal Smith always said, I love it when a plan comes together.
right. And I was mentioning this with Ego and the writers and right before the show started. When they show the writers' rooms, they really should stop doing that because it makes them look like a bunch of idiots, especially Bruce Pritchard. Why this man is still employed, I have no idea. I go back to when they were talking about who to call up from NXT, and they're talking about Oba and Trick, and Bruce Pritchard said, we got to call them up and, break a few eggs, because they're probably not ready. And I'm like, they've been down there for 3 years, Bruce. If they're not ready, that's your fault. That's your fault, Bruce. What are you doing down there? So, any little takeaways? Ego, I'll start with you first.
Takeaways for me. I guess you're right when you're talking about Liv Morgan, not mentioning Enzo Amore. It's a weird thing because I'm not sure.
Hello, Kai. How are you, sir?
Happening, Kai. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a thing where if they sit down and get in an interview, they're like, "Hey, don't mention anyone that's not on current roster," or
Yes. Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if that is the case, then there isn't a point in watching it because you're actually removing and revising the history. And I guess we'll talk about acquisitions, I think maybe later and stuff like that we talked about. But there isn't a point in showing this if you can't tell the real history of a thing. And it's not like people can't go back, look at past interviews or look up past stories or videos. You guys use social media to show all these reactions that fans have. That's a double-edged sword. You're also going to be at the mercy of their criticisms when you mess up. So
we will definitely talk about that.
Yeah,
and I find it interesting that WWE has no problem using the, as Ego calls them, the ghost. What's the term that you use?
What did I say? Ghost. Damn, I forget what I said it, man. I forget what I called it.
Like the ghost swallowers or something, the ghost dickers. Is that what it is?
I think so. Ghost gobblers or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ghost gobblers.
Okay, where they will use their reactions in their video montage of a recap, but if they show 1 second too much of WWE's footage, they will nuke their entire Instagram accounts. I find that ironic. Right. Brad, anything you took away?
I only watched the first two, and it's WWE product. That's why when Joker said Dark Side of the Ring is some, if you really want to see stories about the, stuff that happens, some really dark stuff, but real stuff, that's where you go watch. This is WWE product. I saw it instantly as soon as I started watching. And, the only things I take away, it's like, I like seeing gorilla position, seeing people get, that's about it. It's just kind of like a light behind the scenes, but all the interviews are curated. Like you're saying, it's like they wouldn't talk about Enzo because he left under bad circumstances, and I'm surprised as shit he's coming back. Of course, Punk came back, but I mean, Punk is Punk. Enzo.
Enzo.
I know some people think he's world championship material, but
Fatality.
and that's what's going to happen if he tries to go for world championship, by the way.
You are never living that down, sir. You are never going to live that down.
That's almost as bad as his, Jay takes.
His Jay
I
takes,
forgot about Max. Well, don't worry. We have a Maxine. We still got SummerSlam to talk about. Let's not rush it.
I'm going to campaign for a segment that I have to run called Best of a Bad Decision. All right, you have to choose one bad decision from 4 scenarios.
You're
one
like,
day,
you know what? You are like Hitman on my show. You have such bad takes. It's like you might as well be rooting for the Kardashians at this point.
Yeah, you might as well be.
But it's hyper stylized WWE product. It kind of reminds me of some of the old DVDs back in the day. But I actually thought the old DVDs were better. They're a little more honest. This is very much promo material. And I only watched the first 2. I was like, I'm done.
There was one thing I saw. It was episode 5. They were going into Mania. And it was in one of the curated interviews. But there was this moment of honesty of just how far we've come with the women in the WWE, where AJ Lee said, I have a title match at WrestleMania, and they're giving me and Becky 22 minutes. I don't think if you add up all my previous title matches, they equal 22 minutes. And I'm like, wow.
She said something about similar to that on the first episode when they had her coming back. Mm-hmm. And she's like, we were just used to maybe having 2 minutes at most. And now we're like
30-second matches.
Oh, that's how long it took to take off the clothes.
Right. Because it was just the bra. It was just bra and panties matches.
I'm not going to really object to it that much, but.
So yeah, and then there was also another thing that the rewriting of history, and I mentioned this in the back when CM Punk, where they're talking about the Elimination Chamber, they're going into the United Center. Where he said, I'm not a religious person, but this is church. This is holy ground. I would not be anything without this place. I'm from Chicago. That's what the CM stands for. Chicago made. And I'm like, Phil, why are you lying? Why are you lying, Phil?
That's not what it stands for.
No. Because in his lawsuit with Cole Cabana, he was asked what CM stands for. It's documented history. It stands for Chick Magnet.
That was in the documentary y'all had me watch. Yeah, definitely said Chick Magnet.
All righty. So,
well, he's matured and got married.
Right. Wow. Wrestling in a match 2 minutes can lead to being a speed champion. Yes, speed champion. And sir, hang on.
You just made the list.
Sorry, guy. No. That was good. That's an interesting take. Okay. Oh gosh, here we go.
Think of all the. I mean, we got crystal meth.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
which he's.
It's against his straight edge, but
right, exactly. Alrighty. So from fake WWE news to real stuff that's been going on in the WWE, highlighted this week with WWE Radio. Now we're going to come back to this. Yes, WWE Radio. Now we're gonna come back to this really quick, but first I want to talk about there was a legal thing that happened as Janel Grant. You're right there, Brad. As Janel Grant has officially withdrawn her claim for a public hearing. It is now going to private arbitration. Translation, they're going to pay her off. Now, how much that's going to be, I have no idea. But Brad, is that the?
You'll never know.
But Brad, is that the gist of it?
It was always about money. It was always about money. That's why they're going to arbitration.
Right.
Remember, so I think there was an actual Justice Department investigation as part of this.
Mm-hmm.
But that got set aside or rather delayed for a period of time during the civil case. Civil case, I mean, if it actually went to a jury in a civil case, it's not like Vince would go to jail. It's a civil case. And civil cases are always about money. Being pushed into arbitration is just a court saying, all right, we're not going to have a jury trial. We're going to have a magistrate or, an arbitrator make a decision. And since it's binding arbitration, that means that they're going to sit there, going to present all the evidence, going to make their arguments, and then that person's going to come up with a binding decision. I'm presuming it was supposed to be binding. Right. Now, I don't know if it actually went through because I didn't read all the way. All I know is it said things are going away, which means she's getting paid. We're never going to know how much.
Gotcha. All right, so that brings us back to
Jesus, a choke.
WWE Radio. If you are a fan, part of wrestling discussion, because I mentioned channels like JD from New York and the Salamonster, on Sirius Radio, channel 156 was called Pro Wrestling Nation, and the flagship show was Busted Open. Now, Busted Open started as in 2007 when Dave LaGreca was going on air with a little podcast, 1 hour a day, 1 day a week. In 2009, it got launched onto Sirius Radio. He then brought in Mark Henry, Bubba Ray, Nick Nemeth, brought in some instant cred, as this is a legit wrestling comedy. Later on, more shows got added. You had Not Sam Wrestling with Sam Roberts. Peter Rosenberg has a show. Coachman had a show. Natty Knight has a show. You also brought in folks like Tommy Dreamer. You brought in Thunder Rosa, and you would talk about just wrestling in general. Busted Open was always friendly with the WWE. They gave it more coverage because it's the biggest company. It's what is going to boost your ratings, your listening hours. This is what Sirius looked into. Well, WWE decided that they were going to absorb, acquire, buy Pro Wrestling Nation, along with the flagship Busted Open Radio. Now, Dave LaGreca, what he has built is impressive. He's very, I've heard him numerous times. He seems very passionate, very much a wrestling fan. He had the famous viral rant where he's in his pink bathrobe and he's cursing out Dwayne during the "We Want Cody" movement. This is who he is. And from a business standpoint, I can understand. You've been, let's just use the term, you've been dating the WWE for 10 plus years. You just decided now let's finally put a ring on it. And this is what, and I don't think this is what, except for bad. And I don't think that this was a Dave LaGreca decision. I think this was a serious radio, serious radio decision. But pretty much most of the hosts are either WWE you work with, like Pete Rosenberg, who was on ESPN the morning talking about SummerSlam, Sam Roberts, Natty, Mark Henry, Beret. And then Dave LaGreca said, right as the announcement was made, that do not worry, Busted Open is not going to change. But changes have already started to happen. Thunder Rosa is no longer part of Busted Open. She is under contract with CMLL, which does not play nice with AAA, which the WWE owns. She's also under contract with AEW, who the WWE does not play well with unless they're exchanging talent. That's a whole another topic. Now, from what I've heard on Tuesday, Dave did have a bit of a rant on the Danhausen segment. Yes, and they do like their the monies. That is very, very, very true. So initially, it kind of seems like, okay, we're going to still get the rants. He is going to be open in his takes on the product. What is that going to look like in 6 to 12 months? It's not going to be the same. And JD and Solomon Answer both talked about this, as they both have already seen a impact on them as people are now coming to their channels on YouTube, and they're leaving Busted Open because it's a WWE, as we talked about Unreal. This is a WWE product now. So I want to hear Ego's take and then Brad's take.
It reminds me of two things. When corporate buys the mom and pop shop, says things aren't going to change, and they immediately change. So it's like, number one, you're fucking lying. Two, it's when I didn't say this, and I'm in a generation that doesn't say it, but when 6'7" was a thing, and then the adults started saying it, and all the kids were like, we can't say this no more. It's the same thing. It's like, you're trying to bring in, like, hey, we're cool, we're hip, we're trying to get in there and mix it up with you guys, but all it does is reeks of 1984's wrong speak will now be discouraged at all points.
All right. So, Brad, in the wake of this, what was once a WWE friendly product, but was still a independent product, is the need for independent the voices. And I go back to what you guys are still in, and you used to be in, the genre space, where you got Drinker, you got Gary. How important now are the independent? How important now are the independent voices.
Oh, it's awful. I hate having people speak their minds independently. I want to be told by daddy what to think. I want Papa WWE to tell me exactly what to think. I don't want to think. Hello, my fellow kids. They're really shooting themselves in the foot. What they don't realize is when you monopolize everything, you lose interest.
Right.
The reason, I mean, go back to the Monday Night Wars. The reason WWE started picking up steam when they were losing is because they started offering something different. When you have competition, it makes you work harder. It actually improves your product because you have to innovate. You have to be better than the other guy. And now, I mean, and we have been sort of like, in a WWE monopoly. And look at the
Your ghost.
The ghost came back. Yes. And now look at the product. It's kind of shitty.
Right.
Kind of
And
sucks.
so for to have a platform that Dave has, do I think he's going to get the permission and the leeway to criticize the product when at this time the product is not that good? I mean, like I said, they will allow him to rant here and there, but now everything is going to have to go through channels and get approved on. Yes, you can talk about this, but you can't talk about this. You can't say this, and you have to say this now.
Who's going to have the beep button?
Mm-hmm.
I see. What if you bring up AEW by mistake?
Well, yeah.
If you say MJF, remember, there's a little more leeway allowed now. Some people do talk about the fact they were in other places.
Yes,
but it wasn't back in the Vince days. You were never allowed to mention another company.
right.
Honestly, I was gonna say if they do mess up, I don't know if y'all saw what they did with the guy that did the soundtrack for the Doomsday thing. He let out a spoiler, and they kicked the song off the movie, and he's getting sued. So I'm saying
Oh, what?
I see them going the same route as a punishment if someone either mentions it in passing AEW or someone that doesn't work there.
Well, see now there will be. So you got Nick Nemeth there, who works for TNA. That is a WWE adjacent promotion. They are friendly there. They will get like they may talk to Laredo Kid down in AAA. The other promotions, like you will never hear them talking about New Japan or CMLL. Now they used to also have Matt Cardona, who's now with the WWE, but Matt Cardona at the time would talk about the indies. I guarantee you, whatever indies coverage now will be the places that have the WWE ID tag attached to them. They may talk about Pro Wrestling Noah, which is a Japanese promotion that they're very friendly with. They may talk about the Marigold a little bit, but they're not going to talk new. But they're not going to talk about new Japan. They're not going to talk about Stardom. They're not going to talk about Rev Pro. They're not going to talk about any promotion that is friendly with AEW. Not one. And I think that this is not a good thing for the professional wrestling fan, because it is simply WWE trying to dictate how the market and how fans consume professional wrestling. Now, there is one positive to it. They do have starting the weekend, they will have like a sports radio feature where they'll be doing live audio of SummerSlam. Like, so let's say you're on the road, you're driving somewhere, and you're gonna miss the show. You can tune in to Sirius Radio. It'll be the commentary team from NXT. It'll be Vic Joseph and Booker T, they will be doing live commentary and calling of the action during the event.
Or you could just turn on ESPN Plus on your phone and set it on your dashboard.
You could do that. You could do that.
I mean, I don't condone that. That'd be wrong to split your attention while driving. But if you're on a plane, like I was last year, and I watched SummerSlam on the flight home from France.
Right. So, final take on just the WWE just kind of seemingly. I mean, this
Monopoly.
is what they're right. This is what they're gonna do. So, and our Wrenches is in the chat. Mr. Jacob Byron said he is dropping links right now. And yes, we are at 11 likes, folks. We are 1 like away from talking to the Momo. And I dropped a video this morning talking about you could now on Sirius Radio listen to SummerSlam live. It is time for SummerSlam predictions. Now I'm going to pull this up right here. We have 12 matches in total, 6 matches per night. So we're going to go. I'm just whoa. Hello, Momo. We got a dozen likes I'm seeing in the chat right now. Next week, special segment to kick off the show. Let's adjust it. We have time. 16 likes. Let's get to 16 so we can have not 1, but 2 special segments. Thank you, chat. You are awesome. So we got here. All righty. Yes. Fractured. Yes, that is absolutely true. Rock on, the Fox God is here. All right, so let's look here really quick. These are our 6 matches. Only 2 title matches on the show. Let's look at these 6, the multi-person tag matches first. Let's go with the men's first. The 6-man tag match. We got the Bloodline. Jacob Fatu, Jimmy, and that guy versus Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, yeah, and Royce Keys. Ego, who is your pick to take this match?
I'm going with the Knight of Solo Keys on this one. Solo's been awesome, and I think they need to win and actually kind of highlight Royce Keys a little bit more. So I have them going over this match.
Alrighty. Brad, your thoughts?
Yes, I agree. Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys, and the Frenchman are going to win. La Canegat.
Now, I will say that Solo has been, since he's no longer the mafia boss-ish character and just allowed to be himself, he's definitely more to Rikishi. He's definitely more his dad than his uncle, Umaga. So he's definitely more of that, and that's a much better character to watch. However, I'm going with the Bloodline here. And it's because of this guy right here. Jacob Fatu, his last 2 PLE matches, has lost clean. There's more upside to Jacob Fatu, I'm sorry, than any of these guys. Bloodline takes this match.
I was just thinking of something else in relation to the Bloodline. That's why I was saying it.
Okay. Next, we have the 6-woman tag match. The new tag team champions, Lainey Reed, Fallon Henley, along with JC Jane, Fatal Influence, versus the former tag champions, Paige, Bree Mode, and returning Nikki DeBella. I'll go first on this one. The girls of Fatal Influence, and I don't like to use this term so early on a main roster run, but not only should they win this match, they need to win this match. Brad, thoughts?
Yeah, And I hope Paige turns heel and beats up the Bellas.
I would love. Oh God, I would love that. Hang on.
I would love to see Nasty Paige come back.
Oh, hang on.
Your ruler has arrived.
It would make her interesting. Right now, she's not
Yes.
interesting.
Right, she's just kind of there.
Yeah. And the bells can go away.
LA Knight getting the pin in the match, or probably eating the pin in that match is more like it. Ego, your thoughts on the 6-woman tag match?
I think you're right. The Fatal Influence does need the win. I mean, I haven't seen that much of them since their debut. I just haven't had a chance to. But the way that you've described them and hyped them up, they seem to be on the rise. And the last few matches they had, them losing clean or things seeming like they were disrupted, makes it seem like they need to get on track and they need this match to win to do that. So I've got them going over.
Alrighty.
There's three. Really, it's in a handicap match. It's 3 wrestlers against 1 wrestler.
Very true. What will probably be opening the show, which I don't think anything is on ESPN proper.
No, they said no. They're not doing it.
No, they're not.
They weren't getting subs off it, so it's a waste of money.
Got it. Right. Good. Okay. Opening it up will be Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell. This may be the shortest Hell in a Cell match in history. Do I think this match is going to live up to the previous Hell in a Cell match with Punk and Drew McIntyre? No, not even close.
Nope.
This may be one of the shortest Hell in a Cell matches of all time. This may go 12 minutes on the outside, but there is only one acceptable outcome, and that is Obafemi defeats Brock Lesnar. Brad, thoughts?
Oba, he throws Brock through the top of the cell.
So you're going to have them both climb up to the top of the cell? That would be crazy.
And then Oba just throws him into the crowd.
That would have been nuts. Wow.
But we also know this is it for Brock. So this is his official retirement, I think.
And you know what? I think because it's not going.
Well, he's black. We have lots of color.
He is. Wow. Wow.
He's Nigerian.
This is true. This is true. We may get some red.
Oh.
In this match.
Oh, yeah, but Netflix will like blank it out on the replay.
Well, okay, well that depends because no, because Raw on Netflix from LA, the Raquel blood saw it clean. It wasn't smeared out.
That's right. That's true.
It may just depend on any governing the bodies or the whatever.
I only meant when they not watching live. I mean, on a replay, they may
possibly
work it out.
Yeah.
All righty. Ego, your thoughts?
Yeah, I got Opal going on. I don't even know. I'm not sure if it goes 12 minutes. I think it might go between 8 to 9 is my guess. I think it's going to be a brutal 8 or 9 minutes. It'll be shorter than expected, but I definitely got
a lot of suplexes in this match too.
Oh, a lot. Hella suplex. I mean, a suplex off would be hilarious. But yeah, I got Opa going over on this one.
All righty. Next, Gunther versus Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis stepping into the ring for the first time in 3 years. This is a win regardless for Nick Aldis. Gunther, again, needs this win more than Nick Aldis does. Just my thought on this. Ego.
Is this a one-off for Nick Aldis, or is this like a return to ring type of thing?
I think
probably.
I think this is going to be the one-off match. Hello, Laurence Knight. How are you, sir?
Hey, how's it going?
Going wonderfully. Matter of fact, as long as you are here, we kind of just got started. Real quick, Who do you pick to win the 6-man tag match? The Bloodline or the Baby Aces?
The Bloodline.
Bloodline. In the 6-woman tag, the Baby Faces or Fatal Influence?
Fatal Influence.
Fatal Influence. Hell in a Cell. Obafemi, Brock Lesnar.
Oba.
Oba.
I mean, Brock is grooming him to as his heir apparent. So
Right, take his spot. All right, so now we're on. So Ego, you're. As I was saying, I think this is a one-off match for the show. I think eventually it may open the door for Nick to come in and have a match as a showcase match here and there in the future. But as far as an in-ring character, I don't think so. So
Okay, I got Gunther. If that's the case, then.
okay,
yeah, Gunther.
Brad.
Gunther with surprise run in by Mickey James.
Could happen.
That would be great.
That'd be hilarious.
It would be interesting to see Mickey James backstage and talking to Bruce or Paul Levesque and say, so about you guys shit canning me on LFG for Michelle the McCool. What about that?
I didn't do that.
No, they did. Okay, so next, one of 2 title matches for the show for the Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. This is Liv's first title defense since winning the title at WrestleMania. I'm just going to give my take here. Regardless of who walks out victorious, do I think they're going to do anything revolutionary with the long-term storytelling for this title? Regardless of who wins? No. However, it's been over 100 days. Stephanie Devacquer's return is imminent. That is a story with Liv that doesn't need a title. And the fact that Rhea Ripley is not vacating the Women's World Championship, that tells me everything I need to know. Your new Women's World Champion will be the genius of the sky, Io Sky. Lawrence, your pick.
It should be Io, but I think it's going to be Liv. And it's crazy that they haven't had her defend the title or do anything. It's like, why,
You're going Liv. Alrighty. Interesting. Brad.
Hold on. I'm trying to see don't we have when does the Champions Class? When is that thing? Don't we have
Crown Jewel? The date has not been announced yet, but it's supposed to be in October.
Okay, here's the concern that I have. We really don't know what Rhea's status is.
Right.
So I'm kind of going to think they're going to hedge their bets. Okay, if they want the Io Rio, Rio, it's a team Rio.
Right.
Io Rhea matchup. She has to be healthy, and there's a lot of inconsistency right now. I don't know that they feel they can pull the trigger yet on Io, if that's the plan. So I think they're going to keep it with Liv.
Okay.
Only just because I think if the plan was Crown Jewel, that sort of thing, it would be Io. But with the inconsistency, with the uncertainty of Rhea, they haven't even said what's really wrong, to my knowledge. So
it's a torn meniscus, and they were saying just the angle that it was at. Real quick, when was Clash in Italy?
May.
Was that like in May?
Yeah, May, I think.
Okay. No,
it was May 31st. May 31st.
Okay, so basically the start of June. So June, July, August, September, 4 months. Ego, what did you say is about the average recovery time?
I mean, I was gonna say 8 weeks to start, but they said it could be up to 3 months.
Okay,
maybe
so
4.
so in 4 months, we're right in the window then.
I don't trust him.
You don't trust the doctors or WWE?
No, I don't trust what's being put out.
Okay. All righty. All right. So we got Ego for me, Liv for Brad, Liv for Lawrence. Ego, your thought.
I'll go with EO.
Smart boy.
Yeah,
That's smart.
100 days not defended. That's unconscionable.
It is kind of like Jade.
I walked into that.
Yeah, you did.
Wait a minute. How many days has she not defended?
Over 100.
Isn't that more than Jay held the title?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Fatality.
I was going to say he was going to go check on the baby, but that's Ego who's crying.
Yes. Wow. Oh boy. Here we go.
Fatality.
I love the taco.
It must be the end of the month because Brad is been on strong here. All right. And for the main event for the WWE Undisputed Championship, we have CM Punk versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. This is a pretty easy pick, at least in my opinion. They've been tossing this title around for a bit in a very short amount of time. We're gonna stabilize this. Punk retains. Post match angle, we start seeing maybe not a full heel turn, but Cody's starting to drift into that darker territory. Lawrence, your pick.
That's exactly what I think. I think that CM Punk's going to win, and honestly, I do think that Cody's going to show signs of a heel turn. If it doesn't happen at SummerSlam, it's going to happen pretty soon after.
Gotcha. Ego.
I got Punk going over on this one. I honestly hope he goes over on Cody. I don't want to see Cody repeat his champ again. It's boring to me. So
I agree. He's a boring wrestler to me. I'm sorry.
All right. Brad.
I agree. Punk goes over. Radical idea. Stardust returns.
Wow. Stardust returns.
Wow.
He is so broken. He is so broken by the fact he loses to Punk. He returns to his Stardust persona. It's like he goes Two-Face kind of. Like he's Harvey Dent at one point, then he's Two-Face.
Wow. Stop speaking blasphemy as Keely shot. Wow. So
why would he go if the Cowboys win? Oh, in happiness he would cry. The Cowboys finally won.
Wait. So Ego, I'm guessing Kai is from.
he is.
Italy.
He
All right,
is.
that makes sense. Okay. So that is night 1. Night 2, we have 4 title matches, and this fucking monstrosity right here. Danhausen, Dominic Mysterio. God, what Dominic was doing last year at this time and what he's doing now. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's the booking, man. They're doing it to a whole lot of people.
Human monies on a pole.
I don't think you understand what human monies are. It's actual monies that humans use. It's genius, Joker.
The last time we saw anything on a pole match was Extreme Rules 2017, Bayley versus Alexa Bliss, kendo stick on a pole match. somewhere in the world, Vince Russo is smiling from ear to ear, bro. There's a reason we have not done these matches in over 9 years. It's because they fucking suck. And I like Danhausen just fine. Small doses. They are running Danhausen into the ground. He's getting an ice cream truck to drive around the streets surrounding the arena during the show. I want to say Dom wins this, but that go home angle on a Monday night, Danhausen gets the win here. Ego, your thoughts?
I've never seen anything on a pole match. Like, is it literally like a ladder match where you just reach up and grab it, or what?
Yeah,
pole in the corner.
Oh man, I'm gonna go Danhausen. I just wish they could have waited to be like a Money in the Bank match, which would literally be something that's a ladder match or sort of. I know it's going to be stretching out 3 months, but
I cannot watch this feud go any longer.
That is fair. Then I will take Danhausen if that's the case.
It's
Brad,
not
thoughts?
a feud. It's not a feud. It's a backstage comic gimmick. I mean, this smacks entirely.
Are cursed. This is where it
This
all
is
started.
so Vinny. This is so Vinny Mac.
Yes,
who just-
2018, 2019.
Yeah, he runs it to the fucking ground. I mean, and first off, pole. That's so over. Human money's on a forklift. I'm just saying. We don't. Judy Badwell's probably passed, so let's put the human monies on a forklift.
Right.
Hausen goes over because God hates everybody, apparently. No, we are cursed.
Lawrence.
Dumb Clownson. I mean Danhausen.
Dumb clowns.
I take it. Lawrence is not a fan of Danhausen.
I like it, but like you said, just in smart bits, and I just think the whole thing is. I think this whole thing is just stupid. It's just stupid. It was funny at first, but it should not be.
It's over.
It shouldn't be a match.
Yeah. No.
Backstage vignettes.
Okay. Next, for the number one contendership match, which could have just been on SmackDown as a really good TV main event, Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. Now, this is going to be a banger match. These two are going to put on a very good match.
Mm.
Brad, your pick on who goes over?
Finn Balor.
Going Finn.
Because I do want Finn to have a push that he really deserves a push for being the phenomenal wrestler he is, and it furthers Sami's insanity.
Okay. Ego.
I'm going to go with Sami. I don't think they double screw him out of this. I'm hoping they wouldn't. But the promo that he cut was very impassioned. It made a lot of sense. I've got him going over because of that. I don't see the buildup between him and Finn Balor so much as the buildup that Sami's been having with Punk and Cody. So I've got him going over.
All right, Lawrence.
Finn Balor.
Okay.
I think I love Sami. I've seen him wrestle in person, but Finn Balor, he's past due. They owe that man, especially sticking him in the Judgment Day as long as they did. That was ridiculous.
All right, Ego, you make a lot of sense. Sami, the former champion, has a case that why does he even need to be in this match? Where is his rematch clause? Why does he have to fight to get to a number one contendership? And that's the reason he's going to lose, just to further that downward spiral. And plus, Finn Balor has been on a hot streak of late. He is no longer being called Pin Balor. He's being called Win Balor.
Oh, okay.
Of late. So So
Isn't
Finn Balor,
KO possibly coming back soon also?
possibly Kevin Owens, possibly Drew McIntyre. Speaking of returns, Baron Corbin has come
What the
back
frack?
to the WWE and has targeted United States champion Trick Williams.
And he's gonna go over.
So Lawrence is going Baron Corbin.
Unfortunately.
Why?
Brad?
I hate this. I hate this, but the fact that he came back like this probably is going to put him over. I mean,
Yeah.
he just got pushed all the way in, and it would make
Well, he
no
went back to
sense.
his old gimmick.
Yeah,
He went back to his old gimmick. As soon as they got him up to NXT, I mean, he was known for running around jumping people from behind. It's the old road. It's the old Baron Corbin roadmap.
well, and also people don't remember Baron Corbin that much. It's like
I know.
when he was just like
The lone
when
wolf.
no one liked him. Remember, it's
Yeah,
like,
lone
oh
wolf.
god, this is gonna be fucking boring.
Yep.
But it's
All right.
probably gonna be Baron Corbin.
Ego.
Based on what y'all are explaining to me, it sounds like Baron Corbin, even though I have no recollection of him at all.
That's okay. None of us do either.
He had
Okay.
hair the last time you probably saw him.
Yeah, that's right. He had hair. Well,
Yeah,
no,
long
he
hair.
shaved. He shaved a little bit towards the end there.
So,
Yeah,
but yes, where's Ricky Saints? Where's Carmelo Hayes and all this? Just saying. But this is Baron Corbin goes over again. He just showed up. You now can put Trick in a babyface chase. Since he started as a heel, got himself over organically as a face. Now you get to see him. How does he do the babyface chase? So, oh yeah. Baron Corbin did do.
Oh, that was him. Oh,
Yeah.
Woo.
All righty.
Wasn't Kibble.
Nope.
Well, he was a big dog back then. He tried to feed him.
All righty. For the interim women's championship ladder match,
Who's
Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, the Women's United States champion. Why did she not have her own match is beyond me. Jade Cargill, and a mystery which we will not know until Friday, the final qualifying match between Lash Legend and Julia. So first, who do you think is going over between Lash and Julia? And then based on that, who is leading the interim women's champion? Ego.
You know what? I'm gonna go with I'll go with Lash on this one, just to get a big body in there for this one. Everyone looks smaller and more athletic. I get a bruiser in there, and I have Lash Legend going over. That being said, who leaves?
Yep.
Oh man, damn. I might go with Charlotte Flair. That's what I'm left with.
All right. I mean, there is history, but there is history between her and Rhea. So, all right, Brad, who goes over in the qualifier, and then who ultimately wins?
all right? I'm going to say Julia will not go over because I think it's because I don't pick her. The only reason she would go over is if she wins, and I don't think Julia's going to win.
Okay,
So
you got Lash.
So, yeah, because I think they're going to save her for something else, try to rebuild her maybe a little bit better, and I don't think a sudden push would be good for her because it wasn't working what they were doing with her. So I think they need to repackage her or at least let her build momentum again properly. So I also agree it's going to be Charlotte because there's no way they're going to give it to Jade, for God's sakes. Chelsea, I mean, that's just a comic gimmick. She's great, but she's more of a comic gimmick than anything. Lash Legend, no. Charlotte's going to be the one. They know Charlotte can carry it. They know she's got some baby potential right now. She's still the memory of how she was with that young girl. She had that great run with Alexa. And I think what's going to happen then is in that little interim, they're going to start a feud between Charlotte and Alexa.
Which that would be good because Alexa is a great natural heel as well.
Yes.
All right, Lawrence.
I think Julia's going to go over. They've mismatched her. They've torn up her push long enough, and I think this is the way to get her back in. So I'm going with Julia. As far as the ladders match, honestly, I think Charlotte's going to take it. No, Chelsea. I think it's going to be Chelsea. And I don't think it's because
You just made the list.
I think because the fans want it. I don't think the company wants to give it. If the company gives in, it's Chelsea. But my gut is saying it's going to be Charlotte.
Okay, so your official pick is who?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's going to be Charlotte.
Okay, well, this may be a shock to most folks, but for the qualifier and who ultimately wins, going with the beautiful madness, Julia.
You fucking mark.
Yes, I am. I am.
I thought Ego did that.
So
That was me.
that was
Yeah,
Ego, yeah.
That was me.
So
Good job.
and here's the thing. I think that, as I said last week, the only person who really benefits from this is someone like Julia, because she recently turned face. You kind of paid off the feud with Kiana James in main event matches. This gets her onto a premium live event as a babyface. Holding this interim title gets her on TV more, puts her in matches on TV more. And as far as who's ever going to have to ultimately face Rhea when Rhea comes back to TV, the better match is with Julia. Now, as far as the intermixing of the match goes, Jade and Charlotte are going to cancel each other out. Tiffany and Chelsea kind of have their own thing going. They're going to cancel each other out. So who's ever going to come out of this qualifying match is who I think is going to win. So I'm going with Julia, the beautiful madness all day long. Now, what could be the absolute show stealer of both nights for the Intercontinental Championship, Penta versus Chad Gable. This has been a wonderful story that they've actually been telling for 2 years now. Penta's first opponent on the main roster was Chad Gable. Then you have Chad going on his mental breakdown, trying to destroy Luchador, which would get El Grande Americano, and then the real El Grande Americano, and then we get Mask versus Mask, and it just becomes, yes, that is very true, and very true as well. And this is Chad Gable's redemption story. It's in his home. It's in his own hometown. It's in his home state. It's time to belt him. It is time to put a singles belt on Chad Gable. And Penta has been great. These two are going to put on a phenomenal match. But Chad Gable is my pick. Brad, your pick.
I am also picking Chad Gable. And the reason is Chad Gable is in his own right a phenomenal wrestler. But what we have to remember is that he has been studying under the tutelage of the person who allowed him to put on a mask and pretend he was him. The only reason Chad Gable could wrestle the way he did is because OG El Grande Americano showed him the way. It was Obi-Wan teaching Luke Skywalker, Yoda teaching Luke Skywalker. So now the new Jedi Knight, the new Jedi Master, because we don't know where El Grande is. No. Is he one with the Force? Is he on the moon like Steve Rogers in the MCU? We don't know. He's somewhere out there.
Well,
I think you've been reading too many legal briefs.
I
read the lore, sir.
Well, he's going to be challenging Dom for the AAA Mega Championship.
The other thing I think also happens after Chad goes over is the Alpha Academy comes out and congratulates him because they realize
no,
you just made the list.
No, that's
or they congratulate him in some way because they were willing to make up with him, but that evil little minx Maxine who betrayed poor Otis turned him away. They could do that.
Maybe be in a backstage segment, but Chad needs to be as far away from Alpha Academy.
I agree he does. But you know how they think backstage.
I know. All right, Laurence, your pick.
I think that Chad Gable's going over. Same reason that you said.
Ego?
Chad Gable is going to be a fantastic redemption arc story finisher and possible top 5 match of the year. So I got Chad Gable going over.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maxine's going to aim her. Maxine's going to aim her new boy toy right at him.
That's a good point.
Ew,
Wait, what happened? Say it again.
Revenge.
Boo!
You just made the list.
You know that's coming. You know that's going to
happen. Boo! Gross.
That could be on Raw the next night.
It will be Raw.
Finally, for the World Heavyweight Championship, in what could be the final time that these two face off in the ring, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns is the bigger star, the biggest star in the wrestling industry. Has never beaten Seth Rollins in a big money match.
Yes, he did. Royal Rumble.
He got DQ'd.
That's right. You're right. He did. I don't know why I thought he went over. Probably because he was beating the hell out of Seth when it was over.
So the story they've been telling with Roman is ever since going into Mania, when Punk was saying that you can't do this on your own. You always need the Shield. Then you needed your cousins. Then you needed more of your family. Since at Mania and everything since, Roman has won his matches clean. No interference whatsoever. The next thing is this ghost of Seth Rollins, who can always take him in a big money match. That ends Sunday night. Roman Reigns exercises the demon, the ghost of Seth Rollins, and this just starts this journey that they're going to take with him, just knocking off all of the criticisms. So when finally it is Oba and Roman, the victory that Oba gets is a much larger victory, but Roman goes over. Ego.
I got Roman going over. The story montage they put together is all but leaning that direction. So I've got him winning.
All right. Brad?
Roman is still booked for shows. He's going over.
Right.
Now the question is, will there be some TKO shenanigans at some point here?
Not in a Roman match. A Cody match, maybe. Now,
No, that's. I mean, someone maybe wanting to book himself
well, that's
in the future.
I mean, we saw last year at SummerSlam at the end, someone decided to show up. That's when Brock Lesnar made his surprise appearance. It would not shock me if a certain board member, final boss, decided to show up.
Hey, Rock,
Fail.
go fuck yourself.
Moana 2, Moana Live did not do well.
No, it did not. Lawrence, your pick on this.
Roman for the same reasons you said.
All righty. So that is official SummerSlam predictions. And that one of the feature matches is a interim title for in a ladder match, which ties directly into the staple of this show.
Always keep a smile on your face.
And that is the Wednesday Night Overbooked Top 5, where we take a wrestling topic, we give our 5 best takes. Our number 5 take gets 1 point. Our number 1 take gets 5 points. At the end, Bradley Burnett changes his name to Price Waterhouse to give us the definitive scientific answer for this topic. We're talking ladder matches. TLC, money in the bank, etc., are always known for very intense, very just crazy spots that just look like they just suck. So we're going to talk our top 5 ladder match spots.
You said moments. I went moments.
Moments, spots.
Moments/spots.
Okay. Ego, let's go with your number 5, sir.
Yeah, number 5. I've got the Soul Ruka Soul Snatcher off of the second rung of the ladder during an NXT Battleground. At that point, I hadn't really seen that much of her, so her being able to do that move and use the ladder as a prop was pretty awesome. So I've got that at number 5.
NXT Battleground, Soul Snatcher. All right. That's a beautiful move. Fucking beautiful move. Brad, your number 5.
I'm going all the way back to Armageddon 2006, fatal 4-way ladder match. The reason I have is it's a moment that made people realize how freaking dangerous these matches are. Joey Mercury basically having his face destroyed.
Ooh, Joey Mercury. Okay.
I went back and watched it. Jeff Hardy jumped down, so he got Nitro and Mercury on the side of the ladder, and when it popped up, it hit Mercury so far, hit like the perfect shot in the face to achieve maximum damage. Broken nose instantly, broken orbital, gushing blood. They rushed him to the hospital. The reason I say this is it shows people how freaking dangerous these matches are and the risk that these guys take.
The margin for error is very small.
I mean, legitimately, people could die.
All righty. Lawrence, your number 5 is?
Same thing, Joey Mercury.
06, Joey Mercury. All righty. My number 5 was last year at SummerSlam. TLC match for the tag team championships. 4 of my 5 involve a little thing called a ladder bridge. It was getting close to the end of the match. DIYs holding a ladder because Candice LeRae is up at the top of the ladder trying to retrieve the titles for her husband and Tommaso. Tommaso goes to knock Montez Ford off the apron. Montez Ford hits him with the kick. Tommaso stumbles backwards into Johnny Gargano, who pushes the ladder, and Candice LeRae does a header and breaks the ladder bridge on the outside of the ring. Candice LeRae, that is one tough bitch. Candice LeRae gets my number 5 spot. All righty. Ego, you're number 4.
I hadn't seen I personally hadn't seen many of John Cena's ladder matches, but Unforgiven 2006, the Attitude Adjustment on Edge through a double high table. Like, yeah,
Was
I
that
didn't
so?
even
Was
consider
it so? Was that in a tables, ladders, and chairs match?
I thought it was a Money in the. I don't know if it was a Money in. Oh wait, it was Unforgiven's 2006.
I had a whole bunch of list. I had a list of potentials, and I know I saw that there, and I watched it. I don't remember though. I don't remember if it was a TLC. It might have been a TLC.
I don't know. Yeah.
Let me see
I'll
what my
allow
list
it.
says. You can allow TLCs. You said you could.
Good.
What about scaffold matches and stuff like that?
No, not a scaffold match.
No. That was it does just says through a ladder through tables. That's all I got.
Okay, so from a ladder to a table. All right, fine.
Yes, off. It was definitely off a ladder through tables. Yes.
All right, Battleground, Cena v Edge. Got it.
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven. Okay. So Unforgiven. Got Cena, Edge. Got it. All right. Brad, you're number 4.
My number 4 is SummerSlam 2009. Jeff Hardy swantons off a 20-foot ladder. Oops. What happened? Onto hold on. We're having canine issues at the moment.
Okay.
Comes off a 20-foot ladder onto CM Punk through the announce table.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
nasty.
Oh yeah. Hardy versus Punk. So this was a TLC match, 09. TLC, Hardy, Punk. Got it. All right, Lawrence, you're number 4.
I don't know. You might have to come back to me. I'm at a loss.
Alrighty. My number 4. We're going to Money in the Bank 2024. I was going to use a certain spot where Drew McIntyre threw a ladder as Jey Uso was about to grab the briefcase and threw a ladder at Jey Uso's face. I would have gone with that one just for the sheer enjoyment of that. But I went with the 2 unsung heroes of this match. They came out to almost no pop whatsoever. But Carmelo Anthony and Andrade put on a show for these two. At one spot, Andrade did a inverted Spanish fly onto a ladder with Melo. But the spot I'm going with is a sunset flip power bomb over the top of a ladder onto a ladder bridge. Melo landed completely in the safest way possible. Andrade kept his head and neck safe. Again, the margin for error in this is very, very small. But Melo and Andrade, Money in the Bank 2024. All righty, Ego.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed. I had to deal with my depressed dog.
Okay, 2024 Money in the Bank.
What was Larry's other one? I'm sorry.
Larry's was
I'm ready. I told you to come back to me.
Okay. Yours is now?
Yeah, now mine is Edge Spears Jeff Hardy while he was dangling. Remember, Edge was on a 20-foot ladder, WrestleMania 17.
TLC 2. Okay,
Yeah.
Wow. That seems a little low, but all right.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. All right, Ego, it's time for your number 3.
My number 3, I've got Andrade Sunset Flipping Finn Balor Money in the Bank 2018. It wasn't so much the sunset flip, because I've seen that before. It was the bounce that Finn Balor had after getting put through the ladder that really sold it. So I got that at number 3.
So you got Andrade and Finn.
Mm-hmm.
And this was at Money in the Bank 2018. 2018. Alrighty. Do that. And Finn. All right, Brad, you're number 3.
My number 3 is not a spot. It is a moment. Edge winning the first Money in the Bank, because this set the table for the rest of Money in the Bank. It helped create, the opportunist Edge. It really developed him into just the sneak cash in and all that stuff.
Yes.
You would not have had Seth Rollins cashing in during
Twice.
the right. Twice. Yeah, because he loves a rerun. But you would not have that if Money in the Bank was not created and allowed the opportunity for this to be done.
Right. All right, Laurence, you're number 3. Shall I come back?
Yeah, it's just I wrote so many down. I was trying to figure out which one.
All right. My number 3, 2025 Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. You had
God.
You had the WWE title and the Winged Eagle title hanging above the ring. At one point, Cody's going for a superplex from the second rope. Again, there's a little ladder bridge that's set real low along the bottom rope. Kevin Owens reverses it into a fisherman buster suplex from the ropes across that ladder bridge. The sound that it made, the bounce that both of those two guys got, just looked like it absolutely fucking sucks.
Did you see some of the stuff backstage after?
Yeah.
Where like Kevin Owens like, I think I need to go call my wife and let her know I'm alive.
Right? That was such one of the best matches of that year. But yeah, that fisherman buster suplex was goddamn. And that doesn't even count the Alabama slam that Cody gave Kevin through a ladder. All right, Laurence, you're number 3.
My number 3 is when Jeff Hardy did that Swanton bomb down on Cesaro at a Sheamus.
Oh, okay.
They were outside. They were both laying on the ladder.
Oh, was this this was a WrestleMania 33?
33, yeah.
WrestleMania 33.
I don't remember that at all. Shit.
This was the surprise return of the Hardys. You had Enzo and Cass. You had Enzo and Cass, the Bar, the Good Brothers, and then the Hardys.
The New Day introduced them.
Right. So WrestleMania 33. Okay. All right,
This
Ego.
scoring is gonna suck.
Well, Ego, you're number 2.
Number 2, EO absolutely destroying Zoe Stark, Money in the Bank 2024. I literally said you need to put out an APB for EO Sky for murder because that was devastating. Zoe Stark sold it perfectly, and it's my number 2.
Michinoku Driver. That thing was again the margin for error. The margin for error of that. Brad, you're number 2.
Similar to what I'm talking about a moment, I'm going all the way back to WrestleMania 10, 1994. Intercontinental title match, ladder match.
Okay.
Some minor guys who did not do much later on. This one guy only has letters, HBK.
Never heard of him.
The other guy is the bad guy from Miami, Razor or something.
Razor.
I don't know.
Raymond,
yeah. Razor Raymond. That's it. Something like
Ramen.
that. Ramen. Yes, he was Asian. That's right. He was Asian. It was weird. Asian from Miami. But here's why I say this. Well, first off, it is a phenomenal ladder match. It's a great ladder match. But it really, ladder matches, if I recall correctly, was just like you used the ladder to climb.
Mhm.
Shawn Michaels used it as an instrument to launch himself.
Right.
So he did a splash on the Razor. And it's like that changed the way you go forward from there. Now the ladders are not just something to climb, they're a tool to use to punish someone some
Yes.
other way.
Yes. And because of that match, we get just the ridiculous spots that we get in ladder matches now.
Yeah, they never. You had to take Shawn Michaels doing some dumbass shit. Probably he was jacked up on whatever. He couldn't feel it at the time. So
yeah. All right, Laurence, your number 2.
My number 2. This one also involves Jeff Hardy. Is when he did the Swanton Bomb off the 20-foot ladder onto CM Punk at SummerSlam 2009.
Okay, Hardy and Punk got that one.
that was mine. Yep, I got the same.
Yep.
And by the way, Joker, the end of that feud was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was. Okay, my number 2. It was initially my number 1. And right before the show went on, I switched it in my head. It's an iconic moment. It's what you see when you what's the first thing you think of when you hear the letters TLC? You think of Edge jumping from a ladder, spearing Jeff Hardy midair, and Jeff's just ability to fold himself in half and take that bump, just flat backing it, and Edge then selling in his face, just emoting just this durr look.
Yeah. He stands up and just like collapses.
Right. It is one of the most iconic ladder match moments, one of the most iconic WrestleMania moments as well. But it's my number 2. All right, Ego, your number 1.
And TLC 2, Edge spears Jeff Hardy. That started for me. I didn't know how devastating or cool ladder matches could even be until I saw that spot. So that's number 1 for me.
All righty, TLC 2. Brad, your number 2. I mean, number 1.
No surprise. It's
TLC 2.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, Joker, I mean, I don't know what your number 1 is. I'm never going to justify it. But for me, anytime I think ladder, I think that spot. And I'm like the margin for error and these type of things. Like I said, when you go back and I talk about, Joey Mercury and how dangerous it is the margin for error, the exactitude that these two athletes had to put their bodies in so they didn't hurt themselves. You understand why afterwards they have such respect for each other.
Right.
Even though Edge effed his brother's girlfriend.
Yeah. You know. All right, Laurence, your number 1 is?
My number 1 is XPW's Hostile Takeover 2002.
Go on.
So XPW, I'm sure LeftEye doesn't know about it, but it was a short-lived wrestling promotion known for doing crazy spots. But there was one match I remember watching, and it was a wrestler named Chris Hemrick that was on the ladder, and there was a manager of his opponent runs over and pushes him, typical spot, pushes him off the ladder so that he can go through the table. Only the guy pushed him too far, and dear old Chris landed back first onto the bare concrete.
Oh God! Ow! 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 Ow!
From the top of the ladder.
Yeah, no, thank you. All right, so
I'm looking at this now. It's Chaos versus Chris Hemrick.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All righty.
Oh God, this looks
my number 1 was also from Money in the Bank 2024. Women's Money in the Bank match. Again, the margin for error with a ladder bridge. Initially, it looked like Zoe Stark was going to suplex Io Sky off the top of the ladder down to the floor.
Mhm.
Io reverses it. And again, a ladder bridge. Delivers a Michinoku driver onto Zoe Stark, onto that ladder bridge. Zoe sells it perfectly. Io is bent over. And Io was really, even though she didn't win, was the star in that match. Lyra got a little ahead of herself on a tornado DDT, and Io sandbagged to keep her safe. When Tiffany won Money in the Bank, Io was still in the ring, and if you notice, Io was at the base of the ladder, leaning up against it, holding the ladder steady, just in case. Always concerned with safety, and that spot, the call on it, the crowd reaction. Io, Zoe Stark, Michinoku driver onto a ladder bridge is my number one, just for how many ways that could have gone so very, very wrong. So we have a clear number one, we have a clear number two, and I believe we have a clear number three as well.
Yeah, it worked out. Thank
It
God.
did work out, but Ego, do you also have the results for this? This is the end of the month for mic drops, fatalities, and the such. Who is the winner from the chat first?
From the chat for for fatalities. Ooh, we have a tie for fatalities between Tully and Keeley at 5.
Really? Wow. So for the both of you guys, and the winner for the panel is
It's Brad.
Was it even close?
Not at all.
What's
It was-
wrong with this? Why is it not showing up? My little
So-
belt's not showing up.
So basically, what you're saying is Brad took narrowly beating you last month. He took that little personally and kicked it into a overdrive, huh?
Pretty much.
All right. All right, so
There we go.
there it is. All right, so Brad, who is our number three, our number two, our number one?
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me just hold this up here. I have to keep it up because it's too much on my shoulder. It's really bothering me. I have I have some C-spine issues. You know how it works.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I'll just take this off. Give me a second. At number 6, I'm sorry, with 6 points in number 3, we have Jeff Hardy and Punk from the 20-foot ladder, which go watch it. It is
Nasty.
Oh my God. I'm scared of heights. Okay. I don't know how the hell this kid got up there. Jesus. At number 2, we have Io and Zoe with 9 points.
Mhm.
And then at number 1, of course,
The moment.
the spear, the moment. I mean, it's in all the damn videos when you start. So what do you expect?
All righty. And just a reminder, this Saturday, half hour after SummerSlam, myself, LeftEyeEgo, Brad will definitely be here for our initial gut reaction to night 1 of SummerSlam. Sunday, half hour after the show, it'll be myself and Ego for sure, doing the same thing. Initial gut reactions for night 2 of SummerSlam. But Mr. LeftEyeEgo, what do you have coming up, sir?
Gonna be working on a few videos that hopefully we should be coming out soon. I got some parental leave finally coming up, so if the baby's taking a nap, I'm gonna have them right here, and I'm gonna get to those as soon as I can.
All righty. Mr. Duke Devil 95, the captain. Duke Devil 95. What do you have coming up, sir?
Earlier tonight, I put out this week's episode of Wormhole Watch. Myself, Fractured Filter, Major Adam, the Renaissance Nerd, and our Cardassian-loving friend, Jay Hitman, watched an episode called Hippocratic Oath. We are continuing great episodes in Season 4 of Deep Space Nine. I will also be having out this weekend my review of this week's episode of Strange New Worlds, coming out, I believe, in about an hour and a half for me. And at some point, I'll be posting my Spider-Man Brand New Day review, which I will be seeing tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Mr. Laurence Knight, what do you have coming up, sir?
Well, I have Abyssal Musings this Friday with my co-host Samuel the Infamous. And right now, that's about it. Everything else is up in the air. Got some family stuff on Saturday. So we'll see.
All righty. And as far as myself, Roman is off on summer break, so there's no Roman of the Empire tomorrow. But Friday, I will be on with Stone Loki for Mornings of the Mischief at 6 a.m. Pacific time. We will be talking about the new propaganda arm of the WWE called Busted Open Radio. Should be a lot of fun. And I want to thank everyone who has been in the chat. Again, we hit a goal. We got to talk to the MOMO. Always a great time. And until next week, I want to say on behalf of everyone here, keep talking, keep smiling. Until next time.
Toodles!
Take care and always have fun.
Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
Ha 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 ha.